I believe Eric's contributions, both external and internal at the university, have helped to further support and solidify the foundation of the university. We've been around for 175 years, and I think the work that he's done during his tenure here gives us a good springboard to the next 175 years.
One of Eric's biggest legacies, I believe, will be the engagement and enthusiasm he shared and showed for Rockford University in the community. Whether he was at a committee meeting, a board meeting, a chamber dinner, he wore the passion for Rockford University on his sleeve. And how can he help but get excited and enthused about an organization when the leader is out there talking about it, excited about it, which then carries into our facilities and our teachers and our administration and our students to get more engaged and want to be more involved in this great institution.
We worked our way through the candidates, but there had been one who applied from our own university, and that was Andrea Fulcomer. And the committee all came together realizing that we didn't really have to go outside of our community. We had the president that we wanted right here on campus, Andrea Fulcomer, who at the time was the vice president of enrollment for the university.
Dr. Andrea Fulcomer really brought people together at Rockford University. He united the campus in the time that he's with us, and he really led us as being just an outstanding communicator. And we're really grateful for that. He really empowered the faculty and the staff to work together as a team and really work towards a common goal of really creating even better student success. So we're very fortunate to have him be part of the group for as long as he was, and for the opportunity really to work with him and see him really grow in his leadership in the time that he was there.
Leading through a crisis is something that we hope none of our presidents ever have to take us through. However, it was fortunate for us that Eric was the right leader at the right time as we started to come into COVID, and his steady hand and calmness led us through that period, both for faculty, staff, as well as students.
As we look forward, we're in a great place as an organization, as a university, to really lead and engage our students for the next generation. And a lot of that has to do with how Eric really communicated and connected and had a passion and an impact for students, faculty, and staff, and the community as a whole.
We were several years into the capital campaign and had done well, but had still millions to go. And Eric jumped in, provided new energy for the campaign, and we ended up exceeding our goal of $17.3 million by $1,100,000, which allowed so much more to be done on the campus. And that's resulted in improved student housing, improved capital projects, such as the classrooms in the Star Science Building, the rebuilding and expansion of the Seaver Gymnasium, and the dormitories improvements, the whole student center improvements, and then throughout the campus to where it looks great today.
I think the work that he has set out and accomplished with the board as far as our strategic plan, also very important. Our financial foundation as part of that strategic plan, and our continued focus on the student experience is something that will remain long after he's gone and should continue to carry us on as an institution for years to come. There was an opportunity for me to step in as board chair. This was before we knew what COVID was and that there was a pandemic coming. And just a couple months before my term as board chair started, COVID arrived, and it prompted a lot of planning and a lot of meetings with myself and Eric and the leadership team. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would be Zooming with Eric on a weekly basis to talk about the problems and challenges we had, but we did, we had to, and we got through it. He and his leadership team's steady hand navigated us through that process, but far more Zooms than I ever thought I would be partaking in. And it was a great chance to build that relationship. I got to know Eric on a personal level and see his commitment to the role, the responsibility of being the university president.
One of the biggest priorities for Eric, and it came through so clearly during his tenure here, was his prioritization of staff and faculty. The communication, the enthusiasm, the ongoing leadership that he provided to them and they provided in turn to the students just is going to hit for generations to come. And that really has to do with him being a great leader. He let people do their jobs in a really awesome way, and also sat back to make sure that they had what they needed for the tools to be impactful for our students and for our community overall. His engagement with students, faculty, staff really made a difference for our growth over time, and especially during a pandemic where there were challenges that we just could not have foreseen, but his leadership was a catalyst to make sure things went smoothly, we were stabilized, and made sure that faculty and staff felt supported, engaged, communicated to, as well as the students that we needed to care about and care for during that time as well. One of the first times I met Andrea Fulcomer was at my first official event as a board member, and that was the Rockford University golf outing. And you could just tell her passion for the university was as high as Eric. She was there, she was involved, she was engaged, she was excited. And it was a great partnership for them to come together and give back to the community, the Rockford University community, but then the community overall. She was also involved in the Rockford University 175th Committee. Again, the First Lady of Rockford University engaged with the organization to make sure that this big celebration really made it to the next level, and for that I will be so forever grateful for her involvement and commitment to Rockford University.
So there's an old ditty that goes, good, better, best, may you never rest until the good is better and the better best. I think that Eric and Andrea live by that because they really have taken our good to make it better, and of course we can always strive to be the best.
Would like to, of course, say thank you and share how grateful I am, Eric, for your time of service here at Rockford University. It's been a pleasure working with you over the last few years in my time as board chair. It was great to get to know you, certainly on a more personal level, but did a lot of great work together. And as well as your work in enrollment before coming on as a president. You've done well for the university, appreciate your dedication and your continued service to us. I wish you and Andrea well. Good luck in Madison. I know you'll enjoy it. Look forward to coming and visit you and seeing that all that lays ahead for both of you. And just want to say how much I appreciate the last number of years and wish you both the best.
Eric and Andrea, thank you so much for all you have done for Rockford University, and as importantly to our entire community here in the Rockford region. You will be sorely missed, and we wish you nothing but the very best. Thank you.
Eric and Andrea, we are so thankful for their time with us here in Rockford, for the community and also for the university. I just have to say that this university is so much a better place now than when they came here close to 10 years ago and joined us. It's in all ways. The physical facility, the campus is beautiful. Many of the deferred projects have been addressed and are improved. The quality of the education is strong. The sense of community is really strong. And he's left behind plans that can still be acted upon for a long time to come and continue the improvement.
I really want to thank them for their generosity. They really gave of themselves in the time that they were with Rockford University. They gave their time. They definitely gave all their talent. And most of all, they really gave their heart. So Eric and Andrea, I just really want to thank you for all that you did for us as a community. We're so much better off because you were here with us, and we really won because of you. So thank you.
You're a good audience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. 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 Thank you.